Welcome to Chronically Crocheting. I have a lot to share with you. Let's have some fun! Hi, my yarny friends. My name's Crystal, and I'm on here today to share with you where have I been for 2 months? 2 whole months. And then I had to look up, make sure I was recording because it's been a long time. I did not plan on being gone this long. So if you're new to my channel, typically I start off with crochet and then I go into, or anything crochet related, then I go into where I've been. It's been such a long time. I guess I'll still stick with that for those of you that just care about the crochet and couldn't care less that I've been gone for 2 months. So I'm going to, and it's weird after 2 months to get on here to do a vlog again. So just bear with me. I'll try the best I can, and I'll try not to say too many times. So I do have a finished object that I recently finished, but I sent it home with my granddaughter without any pictures, so I'm going to show that on a different vlog. I finally got my the 18-inch doll dress that my granddaughter Eleni picked out. I finally worked on it and finished it. I haven't crocheted a ton, but I have some things that I've never shown you guys. I actually have lots of stuff I've never shown you guys. So I'm going to share with you a couple things I've made that I have never got to share in a WIP that I've been working on. That I haven't worked on this week, but I do want to pick it back up. And so let's just get into that. Let's get into my WIP and then my finished objects and then some stuff I've purchased. My WIP. I was struggling to crochet and I needed to crochet and I needed something mindless, and I kind of wish I would have picked something different, because even though it's mindless because it's an afghan and it's just a simple afghan, I'm just doing half, I think I'm doing half double crochets. Let's take a look. My life. Man, is that sad when you can't tell if you're doing a half double or a double? I think I'm doing double crochets. And I finally get on here and I hear my son. So hold on a second. Sorry about that. So it is half double crochet. A blanket. That's all it is. Half double crochets back and forth. It started because I didn't have any comforters to go on my twin beds when we had company for the wedding, but like I was gonna get it done, but that was where it stemmed from. But I don't know why I would have done, it's a scrap gan. I mean, I love all the different colors, but maybe that's not the best thing because I needed to. So this is just a scrap gan to have fun. So I've been working on that. I made it long enough to go over wide enough to go over a twin bed. I don't know how far down. I don't even know how many stitches it is. And but I had an idea. I'm gonna do it 3/4 of the way in half double crochets, and the other third, or maybe a little bit more than third, I want to do 3 rows of granny squares that are scrap granny squares too. I thought that'd be a nice border on the top. I think it just would be fun. And then I have an idea for a border to go around it, but I don't know if I'm going to do that. It all depends on how I'm feeling. There is no rhyme or reason to this. And I started off being like, I'm going to tie in my ends, and then I didn't finish it, and then now I wish that I would have not tied in any ends and just did tassels. I suppose I still could do tassels. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. But the only rhyme I have is I'm doing gray, 4 rows of color, white, 4 rows of color, gray, 4 rows of color, white, gray, white. and color in between those. I don't know what made me start doing that. I just started doing that. And I grab 4 colors that I think look fun together or I want to do together. And I do all of them, but a couple are full rows of that color. A couple of them I didn't have enough and I just didn't care. So, but most of them are just full rows of that color. I think there's a green in there that didn't quite complete, and so I did orange. But yeah, I'm just working on a scrap again. And that was something fun and mindless, but I would have preferred not ending each row in a different color and having all those ends. But I'm invested, so I'll probably just here and there work on that. So there you go. I'm working on a scrap gan, and maybe someday it'll get done. Then a finished object. I have 2 different bears that I finished a while ago. Now, one of the bears, I'm going to have to show a picture of all of them because I'll have one left. They've been really, really great for giving them away. Like if you just want to do a random act of kindness, it's not the same because I'm not hiding it with a little note. It's just randomly, like we had someone over, I gave them one. I just kind of randomly give them away. So yeah. So it's random in that way, but not in the way of the Facebook group. I really enjoyed making these bears. They're quick, they're easy, they're adorable. It is a free tutorial on YouTube. The person's YouTube channel name is Manua. So I will put it right here, Manua. I think I'm saying that wrong. I'm not the greatest at pronouncing things. DIY. So I made 4 of them, and I will put the picture up of all 4 right here. I do want to make more so that I could give them out. I want a little stash of them because they're just so cute. They have the little heart. It shows love. Like if you're at a doctor's office, you want to give them away. I just had work done on my teeth. That would be fun to give it away like that. Just different things to show appreciation. It's fun to work with colors. I'm just struggling. I want to make it. They're easy, but I'm just struggling to get started on too many things. I've kind of lost my Crojo, but I've just had a lot going on, and you'll know why here soon. But I'm hoping to get my Crojo all back by making these and repeating some of those colors I really, really liked. This is all velvet yarn, and I really liked it. And I used this velvet, and I really liked it. This is Bernat crushed velvet in the picture that you saw, and it's called just white. And then I did the heart with this Premier Retro Velvet in the color Ruby. I like that one a lot. The blues were really pretty. It's just I like it in the velvet yarn, and I love working with velvet yarn. So I highly recommend this pattern. It's super duper cute and easy to make. I think you start this leg, you make 2 legs. The second one you don't tie off, and then you attach and work your way up. You got a bobble stitch here. You do sew on the ears, and you sew on this little patch. First put the nose, so then you can just tie in your ends in the back, and then you just sew that on, and then you sew your heart on. So you do have 1, 2, 3, 4 things to sew, but they're just so teeny. They're really easy to sew. It's not a ton of sewing, but really, really cute and fun to make. I want to make more of those. And I still want to have my crochet along for that book, but you'll understand why I couldn't do it. I was gonna do it this month, and why I can't decide when I should start it, and you'll find out why something happened. Um, so I'm still going to do the crochet along. Anyway. So I'll talk about more why I wasn't able to do it and why I wasn't here at the end of it. Another thing that I finished a while ago, and I was going to make it for a certain doctor or a nurse, and it just didn't happen. But now I have it, and I don't know who I'll give it to yet, but the time will come when I'll want to give it to somebody in the medical field, and it's done and it's ready. This is called the Frontline Hero Bear. It is a free pattern. I believe it's on Ravelry. I don't know if you can find it anywhere else. It's by her name right here. I can't say it at all. It's a really nice pattern. It's just, she did a lot of work. It looks fantastic. It worked up well. It has a mask. She has a mask. This hat does indeed come off. Their little medical, whatchamacallit. I decided to add a little button to her. I thought that was fun, just to show love. You could crochet a little heart. I'm pretty sure this is anti-pilling yarn. Oh, I have it right here. It is. It's Premier Anti-Pilling Yarn. Everyday worsted in Snow White. The brown is Lion Brand Skein Tones in the colorway. Oh, no. Nutmeg. And then this blue. It's not really a blue. Aqua. It is Lion Brand Anti-Pilling in BERYL. Burrell? Oh, sorry. But it's a really cute pattern. I'm sure you make one leg, tie off, make the other leg, go back and forth. I think I crocheted the arms in. I don't know if they tell you to or not. I can't, I made this a bit ago, and I don't know why. I'm pretty sure I haven't shown this guy either. I have some other stuff, so much stuff. And I did finish something today or yesterday or recently, but it's a pattern that I want to do a tutorial on, and I haven't given up on this tutorial. I want to do it. I have accessories to go with it. I'm working on one last accessory to design. But I have the pattern all written up, and I just am going over it. I got the amigurumi part down, and I need to go over and remake the accessories and see how that pattern is. And then I need to film it and have some pattern testers, but I'm not giving up on it. I've come too far. I have so many designs that I want to do tutorials and do patterns, and that I've gotten so close to, like my bear, my bear pattern that goes with my Mr. Purrs a lot and barks a lot and all those. But this one isn't that. This is a different one. But I'm not giving up, guys. I'm not giving up. I've been feeling defeated when it comes to YouTube. It's hard to crawl your way back. It's hard when you've been gone continually, and then you start to lose your views. It's easy to get discouraged, and then it feels like I keep getting knocked down. I just keep getting knocked down, and then I almost didn't want to pick myself back up, but it's not gonna win. Life's not gonna win. So that's it for my finished projects and what I am working on that I can share with you right now. Hopefully I can do this tutorial and this pattern release. I wanted to share with you some things I've purchased. I had got rid of all my blanket yarn, and I bought one skein a blanket yarn at Ollie's because it was $5. And I don't know what's up with me and chickens, and I want to make chickens. And I was never a chicken girl before, but I'm a chicken girl now. So, and if they would have had the other color that was like a chicken-esque kind of color, I would have purchased that. But this is Burnett blanket and speckle. And this colorway is called typewriter. And I really want to try to make a chicken in it. I think I'm going to go a bigger hook size. I think I was using too small for me. I'm going to give it another go. But it was $5. And, you know, if someday my daughter-in-law crochets and I can't do it, she can. I know she wants to do blanket, but she wasn't able to keep the blanket yarn in the move. So... And then, speaking of chickens, I'm sure everybody has seen the glam chick that was on. I probably saw it on Random Acts of Crochet Kindness, and I want to make a glam chick. I don't know why I have it, because I bought stuff to make it, and I just tell you, I'm struggling, guys. I'm struggling with crocheting. But I have the items needed. I bought these eyes off of Amazon, and that's what you use for right at the top of the beak for the eyeballs. It's really cute. I saw it was something else somebody used, and they're just flat backs, and you must just glue gun them on, or fabric glue. I wonder what works better. I'm not sure, but I got a whole big package of them. I don't know how many glam chicks I thought I was going to make. Hopefully I get into a roll of making those, because that would be fun to do for Random Acts of Crochet Kindness. And so I needed shoes. I needed some shoes. So I got 60 pairs. 60 pairs of shoes here. I did give my daughter-in-law some. They do have the ones, because I saw this one. I think it was purple. These are going to be really fun. So they just have all different kinds of shoes in here. I don't remember the price I paid for them, but I will put a link. I want to say $8 to $10 each one. Maybe like this one was $8, this one was $10. I can't really remember, but I will put links to them in the description box below. And it would have been fun if I knew somebody that lived close by and I could have split this with, because I didn't need that many, but it wasn't worth it just to get a couple. So, but I think at the Dollar Tree you can maybe get some shoes. I just didn't get a chance to look. Amazon's so much easier, but I'm finding it's not that great of a deal anymore, and I need to start looking other places for things. I'm finding it's more expensive now on Amazon, where it used to be cheaper on Amazon. Not for everything, so I think it's best to just shop around and look around, because, yeah, depending on what it is, you can get it way cheaper somewhere else. Another thing that I purchased recently at Walmart, and I don't know how recently, within the last month or two, probably 2 months, I don't know, is I bought this. It was on clearance at Walmart for $11. I have an idea what to do with these little skeins. I wish I would have... If they would have been cheaper, I would have got more, because I have a fun idea, but we'll see if I'll ever get to do that fun idea. Something else that I've purchased was at Hobby Lobby. For $2.39 they had sparkle glue, and I wanted to try this for safety eyes. I don't know, guys. I got high hopes, and then it doesn't usually happen. That's a real pretty one. And then this orangey one. I think it needs to be shaken. But for $2.39, it's way better than $4.79. So that was exciting. Hopefully they work and they look cute. I have nail polish that my daughter-in-law gave me, but I mean, even if I don't use it for safety eyes, it'd be fun to paint with the grandkids with. So that is it for everything yarn related. I don't really have anything on my hook. I need to get some things on my hook. I need to finish the dragon for my grandson. He's been bugging me about it. I'm so close. I only have a couple horns to make and to tie on the sew in the wings and stuff like that. So, but I don't know what my next big project will be. I don't know if you have any ideas. I just need to get my Crojo back. Oh, I know one thing I really, really want to make. I did just buy a pattern for a bathing suit cover up. I've been seeing Debbie, the Canadian crocheter, make some. And then I was like, you know what? And then I saw Tracy, and she just showed a poncho type one that she made. And I have that color yarn she has. So I was like, oh, I should make one because we have a swimming pool that I've never gotten in. And, but maybe this year is the year. And so I think I'm going to make one. I bought a pattern, so we'll see. Sorry, I'm not chipper. Hopefully I'll get more used to doing these vlogs. I've missed you guys. I've missed you, and I need some happiness, and you guys are my happiness. Reading your comments always brings me joy and fills me up. So I'm going to go into now where I've been, what's been going on. So the first month was, my son got married April 5th. And I had to get ready for company. I was having my mom, my brother-in-law, my sister here. So I literally did something every day for almost a month straight. I was so busy, and I'm grateful I was able to do it all. And then I had to make the cake, and I had to practice making the cake. And then, when you have company, you got dinners to make and go grocery shopping for food for everybody. And I had to get my mom's room ready. And then, so all that went really well. I did make the cake. It wasn't perfect, but I'm going to put the cake up here where they had it on display. It tastes wonderful. It was really good, but it is very hard even to scrape off frosting for a barely naked cake to get it to look perfect. I don't know the trick. I'd love to take like a class if I was healthy, but that ain't happening. But the cool part is every anniversary I can make them half of that cake. I wouldn't make the whole thing. Actually, I did make it for Easter because they didn't get any of the cake. So they asked if I would make the cake again, and I did. And because we all love the cake. The cake is addictive. It's so good. Like, for just a regular vanilla cake and frosting, it's buttercream frosting. Like, you just want to eat more and more and more, and it's just not even sickeningly sweet, so you can eat more and more. And yeah, it was really, really addictive. So I had the wedding was phenomenal. It went really well. It was a beautiful wedding. I got to meet my son's friends who watch me on YouTube. Hello, I have asked Ryan. Oh, hold on. So at the wedding, my son invited his gaming friends, Jeremy and Kat. Hi, Jeremy and Kat. And I got to meet them. I was so excited, and I'm so slow at processing that I didn't have my phone with me. And when I finally got my phone, I went looking for them so I could get a picture with them. And they had already left, but they were so sweet. And Kat was saying how I was her favorite YouTuber, one of her favorite YouTubers. And it just made me feel so good and just did my heart so good. And it was just fun to chat with somebody that, watches my channel, and especially that's friends with my son, Ryan, who got married. And so that was just an exciting time. And then right after the wedding, a couple days after, my mom and brother-in-law left. My sister stayed for an extra week. And then the day she left is the day I had to have my root canal retreated, because there was a third root that they didn't know about that was abscessed. And so it's been like that, and I've lost bone because of it. Been like that for like 7-8 years. Not good. It can get really bad. Who knows what another 8 years would have brought. You can get really sick from that. So I got that done, and it was painful, and it made me really sick. But the next day, my mom had to go to the ER. She was really sick. She was in diabetic ketosis. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but her blood sugar was way, way, way too high. She was septic, and and this all is because she had a kidney stone that still is, I'm not happy, that was stuck. And so she was in the hospital, and she's still, so guys, this could be TMI. I don't have much time left. My iPad, I thought I charged my iPad. So she still has a tube in her back. So if this is too much information, bye, love you, don't listen. So she still has a tube in her back draining because of this infection. She's still weak. She's still sick. She still doesn't have this kidney stone out because they're backed up in urology. She is at home, but her dementia got really bad. We knew that her memory was starting to go, but when you get sick, I guess it can go bad. You can regress. We're hoping that it gets better. It is better than what it was at first. So it's just a lot going on with my mom. She's still not better. I mean, she is better. She's not, her diabetes is under control. She still has an infection because that kidney stone has not been taken care of. She's not septic, so that's way better. She is at home, but she still has to, people still have to go there and check on her. And anyway, and she's not eating much, and that's hard. She's just weak and tired and doesn't have an appetite. So a lot's been going on with that. I call her every night I just started doing this, calling her every night to help her remember to take her medicine. I haven't gone there because I'm waiting when we find out when they're going to get rid of the kidney stone, so I can be there for that, because I can't be there the whole time. And so that's why I don't know when I'm going to be able to do the crochet along. I really want to do the crochet along. I haven't given up on it. I will do it. I just want to find out when I'm supposed to go to Oregon to be with my mom and to help her out. I think it'll be the best use of my time to do it around the period when she's going to get the kidney stone taken out, because I know when they talked about taking mine out, he said it was like getting kicked in the back, and plus she has that tube. So they got to take that out, but she's not in any pain. Nobody can believe it. She's not in pain. So, and her kidney function is better. So that's where I've been. I had to get the tooth done. That made me really, really sick. I was surprised. I was out for a week, pretty miserable. And then when they did the filling, they didn't do it right. It was hitting, caused pain. Then I had to go in and then I had to go get some other dental work done on that. And so it's just, and then my daughter-in-law, their car broke down. So I was giving her a lot of rides to work. My husband, me, my daughter-in-law. That was hard on me. I'm not used to driving so much, but it's good because I got practice. So it's just been busy, crazy, a lot going on. And then, I'm chronically sick. So, but I have been doing a bit better, and maybe I'll get continually getting more better. Is that right? Doesn't it sound right? More better. Continually start to get better now that the infection, the abscess, as it heals up more and gets better and starts to regrow bone and stuff. Perhaps that's why I've been so sick, and my inflammation, and I feel like I'm sick all the time. And I've been telling doctors I feel sick all the time. And so maybe I got a chance now of having at least more energy than what I have. I've been walking, I'm not pushing it because I can get post-exertion malaise. But maybe I have a chance of walking more and more and more and building it up now that this chronic infection isn't there. I mean, this is abscess too have killed people. So it's not good to, yeah. So when I've heard people say if you're sick, you're chronically sick, check out your root canals. And I just was like, nah, that's not me. That's other people. No, people, if you have root canals, they have a new thing called 3D imaging. 3D imaging, and they can see better what's going on. And that's how they found that I have a rare third root. So, yeah. My iPad's going to die, so I'm going to finish this before it dies. So that's where I've been. A lot's been going on. Please forgive me for not being able to do the crochet along in May like I wanted. I'm going to plan it around when I have to go to Oregon. I don't want to say, let's do it now, and then I have to leave in Oregon in a week. So, yeah. So that's why I haven't been on here. And that's why I haven't figured out when I am able to do this crochet along. But I need it. I need it so bad. Maybe we could do a week one. Maybe I can make it a week. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. But I better go before my iPad dies. I love you guys. For all of you that are still here, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I need you. I need your comments and your friendship, and I just appreciate you so much. Thank you for not giving up on me. Thank you for not unsubscribing. Thank you for being there. I love you so much, and I look forward to doing more and more videos. I have an idea that I want to try out, but I'll save that for a different video. That's it for now. Oh, tell me what you've been working on. Has something sparked your interest lately? How have you been? Have you been good? Hopefully you've had a better 2 months than me. And if you've had worse 2 months or just as bad, I'm so sorry. And I wish I could just give you a hug. I want to hug you. Hug. I want to hug you even if you've had a good time. I just thank you for being here. I love you so much. And I will talk to you later. Bye.